All right. I appreciate everybody being here. It's a special meeting. It's not our regular board meeting. And so with that in mind, our regular board meeting will be scheduled for October 3rd, which is a Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. I've chosen that week because of the city. As you know, we submitted the grant. September 23rd is when we're supposed to all find out how much we're getting, if we're getting anything at all. So ideally, we did such a great job at our grant that we're going to get the full amount we asked for, which is $80,000. Let's all pray and cross our fingers and all that stuff. But depending on what the points are, will determine the exact amount we get. So out of 100 points, if we get 50 points, we would get 50%, theoretically. Now there's 600 people or 600 applications submitted. So it goes to the top people first and then works its way down the line. So whatever we get, we get. So we can just hope for that. So that's why October 3rd will be our meeting, because by then we'll have known what we've gotten. And then we can work accordingly to adjust the Lone Star Festival accordingly. And so that is one of the things that we need to discuss. In the meetings was the package that the Guinness World Records has sent us. It is $24,500 to do their official things. And it's becoming more and more of a challenge working with these people. And that did not include the accommodations or the travel for the adjunctor. So that could be an easily $2,000 more for that to do it. So part of me wants to just tell them to kiss off. $24,000 is a lot of money just for one certification. That's not including both of them. And they can tell me it costs probably just as much for the second one. So $50,000 is ridiculous. I mean, I was relatively okay at 16,000, but not at 25,000. I'm not sure the value of that. So that's one of the reasons for the meeting. Yes, if we sign the agreement with them and we do achieve the world record for the author's reading, yes, we will be in the book for at least 1 year and we'll be on their website indefinitely until someone beats us. But is it worth the 25 grand for that? I still say, yes, we need to do the event, but as a Texas world record type of thing that we can establish ourselves and challenge other organizations to do that and stuff, especially here in the United States. And, still be historical, still be achievable and stuff. 120 authors reading 15 minutes each. There's 30 hours of online chit chat. That's going to be a challenge to put on in itself, but it can be done. Again, is it worth 25 grand? So I'd love to hear from you guys. Who wants to go first? All right, Ernie, go for it.
That's certainly a lot of money. We could use that money for maybe something that'd be a little more beneficial than a one-liner in a book or in a Guinness Book of Records. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I mean, that money can definitely go towards advertising and promotion of the event itself, which we definitely need more of. And that is included in that 80,000 budget for the grant. Was about 10,000, I think, in just marketing and advertising. So that 25,000 would definitely help support that. It would also help make the event better in many respects. It'd cover a lot of other expenditures. And to be clear, the grant is not determined on whether we do that world record event. The grant is determined on doing the Lone Star Festival. Okay, so we won't lose anything if we choose not to use the Guinness World Record. And Denise,
right.
It sounds like
yeah, go ahead.
Denise, it sounds like you were wanting to. Okay, yes.
Well, I was kind of thinking on the same lines. We probably need that money to use it for some other things. That's what I was thinking. And then even to kind of have us some extra for, things that may other come up, so we can have something there. And then even to make sure that you as the executive director is able to get some kind of salary. I hope you can put that in that. That's just my thoughts on it. It would be nice to do that, and but I don't know. I think our organization has so many other things that we could benefit from too as well. So that's just my thought.
Okay, Becky, you were going to say something?
Absolutely. I don't think people will see that we're in the world record and think, oh, I'm going to go join that organization. I think if we created our own world Texas record, Lone Star record, whatever, we could invite other people to do it. We could probably promote ourselves much better for that amount of money. I just think that's a lot to spend for not much turnaround, I think.
Yeah, and the thing that got me surprised with this was that we have to pay them a monthly fee to use the Guinness World Record logo. And I just find that to be, that just floors me to on top of everything else and stuff. So I think using the logo that I've already created for the Texas World Record event is going to be good enough, and the advertising dollars that we can be spending on that statewide, I think will end up making it better for us in the long run. Still achieving a record, whether they recognize it or not, I'm at the point I don't even care anymore. Just the amount of frustration I've had with them over this. So from what I'm hearing from you guys, yeah, go ahead.
We don't have to meet that particular number. If 120 authors reading for that amount of time is too big of a goal, if we're no longer going to be their record, we can set our own record. We can be whatever we want it to be, whatever number we want it to be that we think is achievable and still impressive.
Yes. So to that point, real quickly, let me drop something. Currently, we have about 25 people signed up for the Lone Star Festival. We have another 20 that will be joining us by October 1st from the National African American Book Festival group. They're all Texas authors, but that's another 20. So we'll have 45 by October 1st. So that's a good start for us. We just had somebody sign up today. Theoretically, there's no reason why we can't hit that 111 or 100 authors between now and then. It's a doable thing. That was the goal, was to have 100 vendors at the Lone Star Festival this year, and to have 120 authors reading. So no matter how many we have, we'll automatically set the record for Texas, period. If it's 50, if it's 100, if it's 60, we'll automatically create a new record. And like I said, we can be then challenging other people to do it. Currently, the only other book festival I know that's had a large number is topped off at 85 authors. And that was about 2 weeks ago in Dallas. I was at the event. But it didn't feel like 85 because it was so cramped in there. It was really strange. But anyways, so no matter what we have, we'll establish the record for Texas. And that, I think, becomes that fun thing where other book festivals can then try to challenge and beat us and stuff, and something that we can work with them on to help establish and create and stuff. So yeah, I think the money will definitely be better spent for advertising, for marketing of the event, and to increasing our membership and stuff. If I'm missing anything on that, please let me know. Sounds pretty quiet. Okay. All right. So with that in mind, then I can go ahead and move on. Fall Jubilee. I've had a lot of people request stating that, hey, I can't attend those dates. but I want my book to be on sale during that time period. Whether it be all 4 weekends or 1 weekend or anything like that. And I had not said yes to that until somebody came back to me and said, this is what I'm willing to offer you guys if you will do it. And it's in the board meeting notes. So basically, they're saying, we will pay you, the organization, $15 for each book title plus 10% of the sale price. So we automatically get $15 for each title, okay? And they present, they ship the copies to us and we sell and we get 10% regardless. And let me go back.
But someone among us would have to man the booth, correct?
That would be me, yeah.
And be in charge of money
sales.
and handling
Mhm.
it and all that.
Yeah. So, I expected to have our own Texas Authors booth there anyways as part of it to promote us. So it would be just added into that mix. But I wanted to see what y'all thought. Would that work? I mean, we're averaging about
are
3 to 4 authors per weekend right now for each of the weekends. Go ahead, Denise.
Are they Texas authors already? I
Yes.
mean, are they in our organization already? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it would be fun. That's a fun little fun. It's a fundraiser.
And sell or no sell, we're going to make money off of it. $15 a
If
title.
you're willing
Right.
to manage it, I think that's a great deal. I mean, if you're willing to do it. So nothing, I think we've got nothing to lose by doing that. Just make money.
Yeah. Okay. Ernest, you got any thoughts? Yep. Okay. So now to some good news. As you know, this Fall Jubilee was created with working with the Downtown Alliance here in Austin. It was supposed to cost us $250 per day as a rental fee. That's not going to happen. Because right now the location that we had chosen is still under the preview of the Austin City Parks. We're not being charged a per day fee. What we will be charged is a permit fee, which is going to be closer to about $50 to $100 per day, or per weekend, excuse me, versus $500 per weekend. So we're
Great.
saving a
Oh, that's
huge,
good.
yeah, that's a huge chunk of money we're saving. So as we can get more people to sign up, that again is money that can be used towards advertising, promoting events, getting the word out about the organization and stuff like that. So I was thrilled when I heard that. That definitely helps us a great deal. So I'm happy with that. Okay. All right. Any questions about that event?
No, I think that means that if we get our costs down to have it, and we can make money, even if $15 a book, that's more than if someone took a booth and they had several books there. So could be more. So
Yeah.
I think that just makes us more money. I think that's great.
So even though this is a special meeting, I'm going to go ahead and say, anyone to make a move to accept that $15 per day plus 10% of sales, or $15 per title plus 10% of the sales as an option for the Fall Jubilee.
I'll move. I think that's fair.
And I'll second.
it. Okay. We just lost.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we may have to wait because technically now we don't have a quorum. So,
So while we're thinking about that or waiting for her to come back on, would that be something we could mention to other people to get people who can't come to send their books, or is that asking way too much?
no, that's exactly what I will do with next week's newsletter.
Okay.
I've already got the one that went out today, and then of course Thursday's already
Mhm.
set up. So next Tuesdays, that will definitely be in there.
Okay.
To start working that, and because I want to make sure we get the books in time as well and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, I will definitely be doing that, promoting it. Denise, that you're back, if we can have you unmute for a moment.
Okay,
Okay, so we made a motion to accept the $15 per title plus 10% for the Fall Jubilee to sell books for authors who cannot attend. It's been approved or motioned by Ernie and approved secondary by Becky. Therefore, all in favor, please say aye. Ernest, you can just raise your hand. Okay, good. And Denise,
hello?
there you go. Is that a yes? Denise, are you there? If you can put your camera on and just raise your hand for me.
Oh,
Are you there? I hear some noise, but we lost her again. Alrighty. The joys of traveling on the road. So to that also, as you know, I'm still going out there, still doing interviews at events and festivals as much as I can. The last two have been graciously donated by a friend of mine who's donated me money to cover the expense of going to those events. The one 2 weeks ago, we got like zilch. I mean, out of 85 authors, only 3 of them signed up to be listed on the website for free as a free member. So that was a waste of money, which was kind of surprising in some respects. But the one from this weekend, we've already gotten 3 new members from it. So smaller group, but more members. Go figure. So the next one is scheduled in September, I believe it was, or no, the end of August. So I'll try to achieve that one and see what we can do. We are at least finding authors. We are getting them added into the system and stuff. So that's good. I think we're close to about 1,500 authors on the website right now. So things are good in that respect.
How about members?
Members were just shy of 50. So we've gone up a couple, even though we've lost a couple. So we're not going below that 48 level, 45 level. So that's helpful. Okay, so then the other item which I sent separately was in reference to the membership program, as far as ways to try to make it better. Finding more ways to get those people in there. Do we need to work on that? I mean, we offer so much as it is. You're shaking your head no bigger?
I don't think so, because there comes a point that you can devalue yourself, and either people have to take responsibility for their success and want to do something, or they don't. And I think we already offer a lot. I think our problem is we just don't get our word out well enough, and we don't have I guess we don't have the momentum going. So I think that's what we need to work on. I don't think we need to offer more. We just need to be better at what we offer. My opinion.
Putting the word out there of what we offer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, both of those events over the last 2 weeks, of the roughly 120 authors that I talked to, 5 of them were either members or knew about us. So that's a huge number that's had no clue we existed.
Right.
And I try to figure out why. And it's just, we're either not in their Twitter circle or Instagram circle, or they just don't bother to search. So it's just, I'm still lost. I'm still trying to figure that out. And that's why I'm putting so much into this World Record event, into this Lone Star Festival, with that grant, because that would give us advertising we wouldn't otherwise have.
The problem that I have a lot of contacts that are readers, but I don't have that many other authors. And I'm not good about going to in-person events or –, 'em. 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 ' there's not a lot of people I can reach out to. I mean, I know a lot of authors, but not as many as would be helpful. So we have to find a way that we can reach authors. Okay,
Okay,
grab
so-
Denise while she's here.
Yeah. Denise, can you come on?
Okay.
So let's get that approved. We've outlined that $15 per day for the fall Jubilee. All in favor, please say aye.
Say two
Aye.
ayes, one for the other, Denise.
All righty. All right, so that's approved. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ernie, so I have a question for you because you have new authors that you're working with and stuff. So I assume you do tell them about us, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in doing that, none of them are signing up or even submitting their information to us. So what are your thoughts on why that might be?
I think part of the problem is reputation, to tell you the truth. I'm not the only other author that they associate with, and they have other authors around that they're either mentoring them or working with them in some way, or and there's a history of uh, times when we didn't provide the services we should have provided. There are book shows that we hosted that didn't get a lot of publicity because of budget restraints. I think the main problem is overcoming some of that past history that we went through some troubling times. We've also lost some equipment, and so now we have to take our own table, our own shade, and there's just no money to rent those things or to put a stock of tables together. So I think it's sort of a growing pain trying to overcome some of the other the historical difficulties we've had. The other part is these, for the most part, are new authors. They haven't published yet, and so they're still learning the craft. They're still learning uh, how to go about doing it. They haven't even got to the physical production end of it yet. They're still in the creative mode, and so some of them have written several stories. Some of them have written a couple of books, but I haven't been able to convince them yet of the benefits of joining the group. I keep offering and giving them information and telling them about the events and telling them about how it's benefited me, but it's a hard sell right now, especially with money the way it is.
Yeah. Okay, so to that extent, you tell them about the magazine that's online that has a lot of tips and tools in there and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, I even print a copy out, take it with them, take it with me.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
just it's to them, it's just another expense, and it's a
right.
what's in it for me kind of thing. Until they actually have a book, I guess they don't see uh, the opportunities there for learning and sharing and working with others.
Okay. So to that, what value and stuff, the October issue, I think will have a lot of value for them because it's
Okay.
about setting up the marketing plan for their new books and stuff like that. Did you get a chance to look at the PDF I sent?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. You might want to take a quick look just to see all the different articles that will relate to them, I think, and that might help them and stuff. Denise, you know a lot of authors. Do you have any feedback on why or the difficulties of getting people to join? Are you there, Denise? Yep, I saw her walking, so.
Well,
Alright.
I will, well, oh, is she on there now?
No,
Okay.
go ahead.
I will say that I do agree with Ernie. I know that some of the authors that I did know that were with Texas authors before, you know, they had some bad experiences, and it happens to every organization. I'm on our Chamber of Commerce. We're battling the same thing. We have to tell them, look, we have a whole new board in. You know, we realize there were problems before, but we're working to overcome those. And I think that's what we're going to have to do is earn back a lot of trust. And it's also like Ernie said, sometimes they think, well, what do I need to interview for? Or what do I need so-and-so for? Or, you know, I don't have a book to take to a festival, so why should I do that? So I think, yeah, the magazine, I love our magazine. I think it's great. It looks very professional. I know that's been one of the comments before that we didn't present a professional appearance. And so I think we have definitely taken great strides in that area. And so I think if we just keep at it and just going through with our plans that we have, I think every time we cancel an event, and understandably, I know why we do. No money, you got to. But I think it puts a bad taste in people's mouth. And I don't know how to get around it, but we just have to find a way to earn people's trust again. I guess that's the ones that we've had before, and just reach out to new people.
Yeah,
Maybe she's here
unfortunately,
now.
She's, I think, still walking. Yeah, unfortunately, that was definitely, I mean, to lose everything we did in 22, all those tents, all those tables, all that stuff, all of our history, all of those books and everything, that just wiped me out. And yeah, having to cancel and doing the best we can to recover from that is all I can do. And I'm hoping that each year we get closer and closer to being able to do that, achieve that and stuff. And that's, again, why I'm pushing so hard for this. Denise, are you at a point where you can talk? No? All right. Okay. So in reference to stories, we wrapped up the short story contest. And we had 13 winners. We added in some new scoring system to it, so that made it tougher for people. And we were able to give feedback to every single author that entered, whether they won or lost, so that they had feedback from it. And they actually came back and were really thrilled with the new scoring system and the feedback that they got. We're in the final stages of the layout. I'm having a last review of the file. We should be able to go to press on Monday and have books ready in September 1st instead of October 1st, a whole month in advance. So I'm really happy about that. And we have some sales already established for that. So that has turned out well. The cover looks really good. Actually, I should try to pull, well, you'll all see it in the newsletter in the next couple of days. So that's been a blessing. That's actually, yeah, I'm happy with that. It's one of the good things going on right now. So that's good to know. Any questions about that I can answer for y'all?
No, I'm glad it's done well. So that's good.
Yeah. I was swinging it until the last couple of weeks, and then we got a lot of last minute entries, which I should have known would have happened and stuff. So, so 9 years of this, and at least it's something that we can show as a track record continuing to go and stuff like that.
I intended to enter that, but I think I let the deadline get away from me. Didn't ever get around to sending in a story.
Save it for next year. We'll definitely do it. Let's see what else. Okay, so the main concern was really about the Guinness World Record and about membership. Those really are the two biggest things that I'm concerned about. We've got everything lined up. It's just now waiting on the city to see how much we get from them. And in October, when we have our next meeting, we can then say, okay, this is where our focus is. This is what we're going to accomplish, and this is what we can do, and go from there, depending on how much money we have. Wait, are you coming or going, Denise?
No, I'm trying to make my phone get louder.
Okay. Well, while you're there, do you have any comments about the membership or anything related to that? And why we're struggling?
Yes, I don't know. I just wish we could build it up. I know I got, but I don't. I can, I said I would start asking people too. I know so many people. I know a lot of people. They do more Christian-based writing, but still, I could ask them to, start doing better promotion myself of the organization as well. So I need to do better on my part.
Yeah, because anyone who writes anything that lives in Texas is a member. Automatically gets that free membership, and more importantly, gets us to add them to that newsletter so that they can see all the things we do, and then hopefully say, this is really a lot of good stuff that's valuable, and yeah, I'll pay for $50 a year or whatever and stuff, or I'll attend an event and what have you.
Yeah.
Those are critical things that we need to do. If you can, please review the magazine, go over it, check for errors. It's the only thing that's missing right now are just ad placements, but the articles are all done. Everything's listed, so please review it.
Okay.
And the sooner you get it back to me with corrections, the better we can get that set up for October's release. It's the biggest one we've done with 54 pages or 56 pages.
And
But
that
it's got, I'm sorry?
I was gonna say that Tusaloma Book Festival is in October.
Yes, and it's unfortunately one of those weekends I cannot be there because of the fall jubilee. So
Yeah, and I can't come. I won't be there. You gotta be out of town. But
Yeah.
Denise will be there.
yeah. So I'll make sure I get some stuff to her, to have at her table and stuff. But anyways, the magazine, this particular issue is all about preparing yourself for your new book marketing, planning your schedule, making sure everything's lined up. It's 16 articles total, 8 this issue, and then 8 January 1st issue. So I think this will be one of the biggest ones that will have value for everybody, regardless where they're at in their writing career, because of all the information that's in there and stuff. So please double check it. Let us know, errors and stuff like that we can definitely fix and adjust and stuff. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Wow, I can't believe we did it in a half hour. That's shocking. Any comments, any thoughts, anything to help guide me to making sure we get this moving forward? Ernie, I see you turned on your mic.
Yep. But I didn't have anything to add. I just mic'd up because I thought we were going to say goodbye.
Well, all right. Does anybody have anything they want to add before we say goodbye?
No, I do have one. Well, yeah, I guess I do since I'm bringing it up. I had an idea of something that maybe we could do for promotion, but I don't know how in the world we would make it work. This is where you come in. Do you ever eat at that El Arroyo Cafe in Austin?
I have not, but I know their sign.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say they're world famous for their signs. I wonder if there's any way we could get them to become a sponsor for our big event next year. And they have such witty sayings. I've been trying to think if there were witty sayings that you could make for a book, but I'm sure they could come up with something. They could be the official sponsor of our, the Lone Star Festival, or the official. I mean, we could order food from them if we had to. I don't know, but wonder if there's any way that we could utilize that, because they have followings everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they've had some really good signs that have been Twitter, TikTok, their own book. I believe they've even had their own book up.
And they sell merchandise now, mugs and different things. So I don't know if we could just think of something, even if just once a month they would do some literary quote that says, something about Texas authors, and it could be loosely enough that a lot of people may not realize it's specifically toward us, but we could give them free advertisement, or, you know, they could be our official sponsor. I don't know. It's just something that we need something big. We need something big and splashy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I will definitely check into that over the next month, before the next board meeting, and see
Okay.
what we can come up with. I have been reaching out to all of the publishing, Amazon, KDP, audiobooks, Ingram, what was the other one? Voyage, I believe it's called. Anyways, I've been sending out a lot of letters trying to get sponsorships for the event. They all make their decisions pretty much October, September. So hopefully something will come through on those. But we need that money on top of whatever the city gives us. We can't count just strictly on the city, but yeah. Ideally, I would love to see us bring in $100,000 for this event. That would be so huge for us for marketing and promotion and stuff.
Have you reached out to to Kathy Mice with Publish?
I
She-
haven't this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for
She
reminding
was
me.
at the very first one that I attended, and
Mhm.
I learned more from talking to her for 5 minutes than of course, I knew nothing when I went to that one. But anyway, I really enjoyed her class, and then I talked to her one-on-one some, and she would be willing. They've gotten much bigger now.
Mhm. Yeah. I've got that now on the list. Okay. Yeah, if you guys ever think of anybody, don't hesitate to drop me an email, to remind me and stuff. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. All right. Anything else? No. All right. Well, I thank you all for popping on for this special meeting. Technically, I guess we should all do the proper thing. Anybody want to make a motion to end it?
Motion to, we will close our board meeting, special board meeting today.
Okay, second.
I'll
Third?
say,
All
sure.
right, got that. I timed out just right. All right, with all that, everybody please say aye.
Uh,
Thank
Aye.
you again. The next board meeting is October 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Oh, excuse me, October 2nd at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
Which one did I say, Ernie?
I get-
what day of the week is it?
It's a Wednesday, so it's October 2nd.
Okay, so I think that's the second. Yeah.
At
October-
6:30. October
Well,
2nd.
You said October 3rd.
I know.
You said
October
that,
2nd.
but that's a Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
okay.
Wednesday, October 2nd.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Move it.
right.
At 6:30, I'll send you all the info, of course, and as soon as I know from the city, I'll definitely let you know what they are going to give us and stuff like that. So
Okay.
anything else, let me know. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you.
Okay.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
Uh-huh.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.